Today on Making It in Manufacturing Spotlight Series, I'm joined by Ankit Gupta, the CEO of Instapill. Welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having me here.
It's
good to be connected.
How's your day two been at CPHI?
I think it's been quite busy today. This entire week was busy for us since I was traveling and came straight to CPHI. The day one was even more busy than what day two has been so far, but I think so far it has been a productive day.
Yes, no, good. Thank you for making time to meet us. So, you've been in your role as CEO for the last 10 months. And what has been your primary mandate for the role, and how have you settled in?
I think it's going well so far. This year has been busy in general for the kind of businesses we've been able to close. I think we started off on a certain template, and so far we've been sort of following that template well. We've been able to close certain deals which have sort of helped us get business into a much better shape than what it was. We have also started investing into building capacities, at least 2x of what we already have for now. So far all good.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. Has anything surprised you joining them so far?
I think quite a few things, hopefully on the positive side for now. The business has been a little better than what we thought it would take time to close. But yes, for now, everything is going through the plan. Hopefully.
No surprises is sometimes a good thing.
Actually, yes.
Yeah, it's something a good thing. So, could you walk me through Instapill's offering to clients and why they would select it?
So, Instapill as a technology is certainly unique. I don't think there are many companies in the world which offer that. We certainly know of a few market leaders who are on the ODT technology, and we are amongst the only few companies who have an FDA approval to manufacture this and sort of offer this product globally. It's an oral lyophilized technology, so certainly technology has its own set of differentiations. The tablet dissolves much faster. It's very useful on the geriatric and the pediatric population. There are certain use cases which sort of make this tablet very useful, especially in certain disease categories. So from that standpoint, there is obviously a unique differentiation that we have. And the fact that it's also not something which is still commoditized on the manufacturing side, it makes us a very differentiated CDMO to offer this. We started off as a B2B company, which still do a lot of B2B programs, but the mandate is now obviously to do a lot of programs which are run by the partner, and we offer more like a service to them.
Okay, amazing. And you mentioned the FDA-Approved. I think you offer the only FDA non-gelatin specific dissolvable tablet.
So that is absolutely the label that we have. We are the only company which have a non-gelatin based ODT available on the market. In fact, most of our products, we obviously can do gelatin based tablets as well, but all the products that we have today on the market are non-gelatin based. So you certainly can make a lot of those claims, as you can see on the wall as well, that it's a vegan product, it's a kosher, halal and all GMO free. Labels can be sort of made on this.
So I think it's amazing having that offering for people. So you can obviously, you're having such a huge benefit to so many patients.
It is.
And it's crazy. You're the only one with that product. So, which is cool, right? So how are you looking to capitalize on that?
So I think what's happening is, certainly we have a competitor of ours, which is a market leader, and we certainly respect them for what they have done on the industry in terms of disrupting the space it was. Certainly there were certain aspects of the business which we couldn't have otherwise gone into had we not taken a different route. So I think besides the fact that it's a unique proposition, it also enables a lot of differentiations to the partners as to what they can do in terms of claim. And also in some cases, it also helps you go to the market faster because something is very unique to you.
For sure. And do you have any real life impactful stories that you could share with how your product has made a real impact on the patients' lives?
I wouldn't be able to call out a specific example, but certainly the way some of our products have gone into the market, one, they have been very fast. So we've been able to develop a few products and have taken those products into market in less than 12 to 15 months, obviously following the protocols that are needed. However, in some cases, we've been the only ODTs on the market, and that certainly has been able to solve a few problems which otherwise were existing, especially on the pediatric and the geriatric population. I think that remains a use case for us. And we do believe that it's a population which must be attended to very well.
No, amazing. And looking ahead to 2026, what new capabilities or modalities are Instapill looking into for the future?
Yeah, so I'll start off with two aspects of what we want to do. One is the capability and second is the capacity. On the capacity, we have about 300 million units in India. We certainly want to double it to probably 550, 600 within India. And then at some point in time, we obviously want to go global and maybe set up something in the US and take that even forward. We always had US on the cards in terms of having a manufacturing setup, but then COVID had hit us and we obviously had to defer our plans. But I think with the kind of business we are anticipating now and we are getting on the book, we certainly want to expedite that piece. As far as the capability goes, there are certain key category of products which we were unable to cater initially because of, let's say, containment requirements and something on the oncology and other aspects. Now we obviously want to also cater those things on the capability. We're also planning to have our development capabilities spread from India to other parts of the world. So we are hiring people both in India and the UK and the US to sort of have those capabilities also branched out. It does help you to be more closer to the partner, one, and second, to be able to access a wider category of segments that you would want to focus on.
Have you done much scoping out yet for the US? Have you got business plans ready, and is it in the motion, or is it we're going to start looking at this maybe in the next 5 years?
Yeah, so like I said, US was always on the cards, and in fact, the second manufacturing unit that we had in India was originally planned to be based in the US. So we would obviously want to see if we want to go with the same size or actually go even bigger in the US. And I think the plan is to go bigger and have a manufacturing site which is at least 2x of what we have in India, because now we certainly cater to a lot of partners in the US, and it makes sense to have something very close to them. And clearly, for the kind of new businesses we are either onboarding or building on, certainly US might be even better a situation. And we obviously don't want to leave India in the way we have been benefited out of. So India remains a very large back-end manufacturing center with R&D capabilities. But US would also do some specialized kind of manufacturing programs.
No, great. Talking about scale, increasing capacity, and maybe locations, how do you balance scale and quality with using such a technical freeze-dried lyophilization process for your products? Is there challenges that come with that?
Quite a few challenges. I think there are two aspects to that. One is the ever increasing demand of how compliances have to be managed, because it's an evolving space. See, one thing which we have to be mindful of is it's a drug which goes straight into the body. So you have to be doubly sure before anything goes and is consumed by any human. So I think we take pride in the fact that we manage quality very well. We have a very good culture and reputation of managing quality. The FDA inspections that we had went very well and stuff like that. However, outside of that, it's also very important to continuously focus on the areas which you should be improving, because there is a lot of digital enablement which is happening on the businesses, and we're looking that space very closely. Our R&D is more or less paperless, but we want to be sure that even the manufacturing goes a little paperless. When I say so, it doesn't mean that we don't like paper or something like that. It's largely to do with the fact that you want to reduce the intervention which a human could do to ensure that there is absolute accuracy in what you produce. So we are there almost, but we obviously want to go even a step forward and see if AI, machine learning, and some of those things can also further help you build a thesis that you want. So
yeah, no, for sure. And with the plans for the US and things, how do you envisage maintaining that quality and culture within the business when you'll have a completely new demographic?
A very valid question, but what makes us different is the technology is highly automated, as you would have seen in the video here, and I'm happy for that video to be shared with our audiences as well. So the capacity doesn't need a lot of people. While there is an aspect of culture that aspect of culture can easily be percolated because you don't need a lot of people on the site. You don't have a lot of intervention when it comes to the automation you have done, and also the processes that you have been able to create. So I think that makes you little unique as to how we have deployed technology. And now the technology combined with the digital aspect and the AI and machine learning aspect of whatever we are trying to do, I think the enablement in the new site would even be faster.
Yeah.
We're pretty confident. Of course, it's a new geography. It would be little remote from the headquarters that we have. But I think within the group, we have experience of managing a lot of operations in the US. One of our sister companies already has an operation in New York. So we are well versed with how the operations work there as well.
Not exciting times. I really wanted to dive in a bit more to your background. I know you've got a strong investment and M&A background before you joined Instapill, and the world of CDMOs and in general the pharma biotech industry at the moment, finding funding and investment is a challenge that everybody is going through. So I thought it'd be good to speak a little bit about that. So yeah, with your strong background in that particular area, what makes an attractive CDMO from an investment point of view?
Yeah. So today, if you ask me, of course, the space has become very crowded, and you can see in and around within CPHI how many CDMOs do exist now, and each CDMO in its own way is unique. But I think what makes a lot of difference in this today's world is to ensure how long your differentiation in CDMO is sustainable. I think that's very important. Second aspect, which I would probably look at any CDMO, is what does the business do in 5 years from now? It doesn't have to be, let's say, the transitionary momentum which a business is being built on. But what matters is how do you see that business evolving in a period which is unforeseen? Because as the world is progressing in a way the things are changing, it's important that you continuously evolve. And when I look at any CDMO from an investment standpoint or just to evaluate from a financial standpoint, what we see is the history and the future, the way they would want to evolve. How have they changed with times? I think those things are very, very important. Of course, financials and other things are a given in any transaction that you do. But these days, I'm more so keen on sustainability and the ability to evolve with time.
So if you were to summarize in 3 points, what would make an attractive CDMO from an investment point of view, you'd say sustainability, obviously financial side of things, and innovation.
That's right. Maybe I'll just tweak the first one to say sustainable differentiation.
No, good. And so with your experience within acquisitions, what's one of the most valuable lessons you've learned through that, which you're now bringing forward into your new role as CEO?
I think we should never look out for momentum-driven assets. So there are quite a few assets which are always in news because they are running on a certain trend. Sometimes you want to jump into that shift because of a thing which a lot of us these days call with a fear of missing out. So you end up investing because you were not in that space. But sometimes you realize that that investment is either not fitting into your DNA or that investment is no longer going to be sustainable in future. So I think you have to be very clear of what you invest into. Somewhere deep inside, you should know that you have a synergy in play. I know synergy is a much overtly used word, but it's important that you should know what do you want to do from the investment and never play on the momentum.
No, amazing. No, look, thank you so much for your time today in your busy schedule. It's really exciting to see the expansion, hopefully, over the next few years for Instapill under your leadership. And wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. Nice speaking to you as well. Thank you. Bye-bye.